My love is in a wheelchair. I met her on a quiet afternoon at a small bookstore near my house. It was raining outside, and most people had rushed home. She was near the window, turning the pages of a book slowly, completely lost in her world. I didn't notice the wheelchair at first. I noticed her smile. It was soft, peaceful, like she had learned how to survive storms and still love the rain. When I walked past her shelf, I accidentally dropped a book. It slid toward her wheels. She picked it up before I could. "You dropped your adventure," she said, handing it back to me. I laughed. Maybe I was waiting for a better one. She raised an eyebrow. "And did you find it?" I looked at her properly for the first time. "Yes," I said quietly. "I think I did." Her name was Hira. She told me about the accident months later. A late-night drive, a careless driver, a hospital room, a sentence from a doctor that changed her life forever. "You may never walk again." She said it calmly, as if it had happened to someone else. But I could see the pain behind her steady voice. What hurt the most? I once asked her. She didn't answer immediately. "Not losing my legs," she finally said. "Losing the way people looked at me." That sentence stayed with me. People didn't see Hira. They saw a wheelchair. But I saw the girl who laughed loudly at bad jokes. The girl who loved spicy food too much. The girl who argued passionately about books and believed love should feel safe, not dramatic. Falling in love with her wasn't sudden. It was quiet. It happened in small moments. Like the first time I pushed her wheelchair and she said, "Don't be so serious. I'm not made of glass." Or the evening we got caught in the rain and instead of hiding, she stretched her hands out and said, "If life already changed everything, why should I be afraid of a little rain?" She had this way of making difficult things feel smaller. But loving her also meant facing the world together. Sometimes strangers stared. Sometimes they asked insensitive questions. Sometimes buildings didn't have ramps, and she had to pretend it didn't hurt. One day, after a long outing, she seemed quiet. When I asked her what was wrong, she said something that broke my heart. "Do you ever wish I was different?" I stopped walking and knelt in front of her. "Different how?" "Normal," she whispered. I looked at her carefully. "You are normal," I said. "Your strength is normal. Your smile is normal. The way you care about people is normal. The wheelchair is just part of your story. It's not you." She blinked quickly, trying not to cry. "I don't want you to stay with me because you feel responsible," she said. "I stay because I feel lucky," I answered. That was the first time she held my hand without hesitation. Over time, our love grew stronger. I learned how to move with her rhythm instead of ahead of it. I learned patience in crowded places. I learned that sometimes helping means simply standing close and letting her try first. She never wanted to be saved. She wanted to be chosen. On her birthday, I took her back to that same bookstore where we first met. It was quiet again, just like that rainy day. "I used to think my life ended after the accident," she told me softly. "I thought no one would ever look at me and see a future." I squeezed her hand. "I don't see your past," I said. "I see my future." Tears filled her eyes, but she smiled. "You make me forget the chair," she whispered. I shook my head. "No, I love you with it. Not despite it." Because the truth is, the wheelchair didn't make her weaker. It made her stronger. It made her more patient, more thoughtful, more aware of what truly matters. She taught me that love is not about perfect conditions. It's about commitment. It's about staying when things are uncomfortable. It's about choosing each other every day, even when the world feels unkind. Now, when we walk, or roll, through the park, I don't notice who is staring. I don't hear whispers. All I see is her beside me. Sometimes she moves ahead and laughs, telling me to catch up. Sometimes I push her up a slope and she pretends to complain just to make me smile. Our love doesn't look like everyone else's. But it feels deeper, stronger, real. If someone asks me what it's like to love a girl in a wheelchair, I don't talk about challenges. I talk about courage. I talk about loyalty. I talk about a girl who refused to let one moment define her entire life. My love is in a wheelchair. But her heart runs free. And every day, she teaches mine how to do the same.